welcome back to my YouTube channel, but more importantly, welcome to Vlogmas day number 2. And if you're all caught up with day 1 of Vlogmas, you know what to expect from my channel this year. We're cooking, we're baking, we're riding my horse, we are doing all things festive and really trying to bring back that sort of festive nostalgia that we felt as a child, the magic of Christmas. And so without further ado, it is time to start today's video. But the first point of call today, my nails. They're so badly overgrown. Desperate for a good manicure. I think I'm going to be boring and go for the same colour. I'm loving the burgundy red trend at the moment. I just think it's festive but also super classy and just really easy wearing. It goes with every colour that I'm wearing at the moment. I just need them a lot shorter. And this evening I have my first festive party. So we're going to get totally ready together. I'm going to show you my Dyson blow dry routine as well for super bouncy fluffy hair, which lasts as well. And tomorrow morning we're going to be riding, cooking, baking, etc, etc, etc. So with that in mind, get yourself your hot drink of choice, cozy under a blanket, Christmas lights on, and let's begin today's video. Talk about perfect timing. I was just heading out the door, the postman knocked, and we've got a new Holland Cooper candle arrived. And all I can say is that if you haven't treated yourself yet to a really bougie, really gorgeous Christmas candle, let it be this. I've not even undone the box. The house smells like this candle. This is the best Christmas candle, and although it's very bougily priced, the smell, it is the scent, I say the smell, the scent, it is just, oh my gosh. But also the box, the packaging, the way that it's presented. This one is the double wicked one. Oh my gosh. Everything about this. I've actually still got my empty candle jar from last year, which I'm putting back on display this Christmas because it is just so beautiful. So if you're wanting to treat yourself to a bougie smelling one this year, trust me and let it be this one. But anyway, I do need to stop waffling on now because I'm desperate to get my nails done and time is running out today, so let's go. Super fresh, they're not falling off, and I went for the same colour. I just am so obsessed. I'm now in my bathroom because the time today has flown by. I'm not sure where today has gone, and so I'm kind of running behind and I need to get ready for the first festive occasion of the year. This evening the Ivy collection is opening a new location in Bournemouth, which is really exciting, and I need to wash and dry my hair. And all my girlies will relate that washing hair it's a process, it's an experience, it's a journey. By the time you've washed it and dried it and styled it and then restyled it because the front bit's gone funny and whichever in whatever, it takes its time. So definitely time for me to hop into the shower. Although I like to share everything with you on YouTube, the shower, that is my little space. But because I want to show you my Dyson blow dry routine, it all starts with the wash. So I'm just going to quickly show you what shampoo and conditioner that I use. And it isn't an ad, but everything is the same brand. Personally, I just love Colour Wow, especially on a hair styling day. I definitely have shampoos and conditioners that I use if I want like a real nourishment of my hair, something that's going to get greasy quite quickly, but I just want to really like re-moisturize my hair, if that makes sense. These I love though on a day where I want my hair to last for a good few days, especially throughout a whole evening event, etc, etc. So I start off with the Colour Wow, it's called the Dream Filter Pre-Shampoo Mineral Detox, and I spray this on my dry hair and I leave it on for a couple of minutes, and this just relieves any brassy tones and just keeps my hair really nice and sort of creamy and non-brassy. And then I need to get some more actually, these are feeling very, very light. I've got the Colour Security shampoo. This is fantastic. It gets the hair super clean. It really froths up as well. These don't contain any nasty ingredients. Pretty sure they're like 100% sulfate free. So I use this shampoo. I go for 2 shampoos of this, and then I use the matching conditioner, which again is the Colour Security conditioner. This is lovely, and it actually is really nourishing as well. I just condition the ends, so from about like mid-lengths all the way down to the ends, and I leave this in for a couple of minutes before washing it off, and that is my hair wash routine before styling products, etc., which I'll show you once I'm out and looking wet-haired with no makeup on, because I have to redo the face as well. So anyway, I'm going to hop into the shower and I will see you once I'm out. Well, I'm fresh out the shower. I haven't touched my hair yet, as we can see. Before I do anything to my hair, I am just going to pop my face base on before then doing my makeup once my hair is setting. So this is the Chantecaille, what's it called? It's the Sheer Glow Rose Face Tint, and I was very kindly sent this. It is very expensive, but what I will say is it's absolutely beautiful, and if you are a bride up and coming, this under your makeup on a wedding day, oh my gosh, would just be total perfection, and then worth the splurge. Hydrating, it's so glowy and just perfect under foundation. Face hydrated. Now, I always like to pop a little bit of this through the ends. This is the Redken Acidic Bonding Concentrate Leave-In Treatment. Literally just a pea-size amount. Tidying up and I couldn't find anything. I was looking for my Olaplex. This is the bonding oil and it's a fantastic heat protector, so I can pop a couple of drops into the bottom of my hands and run that through, again, my ends until I know that they're all covered and then protected. It also leaves but it does also leave a really lovely shine and conditions the hair as well. So now my hair is ready to blow dry. I'm going to pop you on a time lapse so you don't have to hear the horrendous sounds of my hairdryer, but I'm just going to rough dry it with my Dyson hairdryer, but any hairdryer works. Oh, but actually, top tip, this is something else that I do, which I've totally forgotten about today, is my hairbrush. Let me take the hair out of my hairbrush actually before I show you what I do. Whenever I remember, whatever perfume I know I'm going to be wearing in the evening, I like to just spray into the hairbrush. This will leave my hair smelling amazing for days. Well, my hair's roughly dried. I have a peppermint tea because I have eaten so much chocolate yule log from Vlogmas Day 1. Oh my gosh, I feel so, like, sickly full. I haven't really eaten that much, but it is so good, but so sweet that I need this to get through the day, basically. An English tea, Yorkshire tea bag kind of girly, but peppermint tea when you need a peppermint tea just hits so good. Anyway, now let's bouncy blow dry this hair. So you need these little metal clips. I buy them in bulk on Amazon. I will leave the exact ones that I use linked. Really inexpensive and you get loads of them. They're very easy to lose though, so you're better to buy them in bulk because they do just disappear, just like socks do. I don't know where socks go, or hairbands. Hair clips like these, the exact same thing. So I've got those. Now I do have the Dyson Airwrap. I will leave it linked because there are lots of deals on these at the moment, but I know that Shark have a similar one for a lot less of a price, which I will leave linked as well, and I know there's some dupes around and things that are very similar to this. This was the OG Dyson, and when I say the OG, this was the first one that was ever available, the first batch that got sold before it got sold out. I think it did sell out their first run of it, so this is about 6 years old, still in perfect condition, and so for the price tag, seeming as it is still here, it's still working 6 years later, and I have used this to death and it's still alive, then I do actually say that they are worth it. So long as you know how to use it, and so long as you're prepared to learn how to use it, because it is a process. And although there's so many people doing tutorials now and there's videos everywhere where you can actually learn how to do it within a couple of seconds, learning to use it on your own hair is a bit of a different story. And I think the main thing people find with this is that the curls fall out really quickly, of which they do with a normal hair wand anyway. So the method that I'm going to show you is without any mousse, because personally I hate my hair feeling crispy. It's the worst thing in the world. I do think if you find a really good mousse though, it is supposed to help. I just don't like using anything crispy in my... But between this, my pinning technique, and the pins itself, the longer you leave the pins in as well, the better. This will have the curls lasting. And what I will say as well is, I know obviously like a big bouncy blowout is the fashion now, and having really super tight curls is terrifying. Nobody wants that. I say do not be scared the second that the pins come out, because the tighter tighter the curl originally, the longer the curl will last, and it will fall out to a big barrel, sort of big bouncy blow dry, if that makes sense. They come out voluminous and beautiful. That's not going to last, and it's going to eventually, you know, go back to straight to your natural hair. So the tighter they are before you leave the house, by the time you turn up at dinner or your event or whatever you're doing during the day, the more they will fall out into the sort of hair that you want and the longer it will last. So basically don't judge the book by its cover originally. But for me, I'm super lazy. I don't even properly section my hair. I do just take the front bits out the way because I don't like to pin those. As if I pin them wrong, which I often do. I'm not the best at the front bits when it comes to pinning. The hair ends up just not looking great. So I don't pin this bit at all, and I do that very low. And I leave this to the very end, which I'll show you in a seckie. The sections that I wrap around the barrel are about that long. Again, the less hair in the section, the tighter the curl, the longer the curl will last. I turn it on. So personally, I turn it on in the middle. I bring it all the way down to the end until it wraps around, and then I'll hold it up the top like this for about 6 or 7 seconds on hot before I'll then put the cold shot on. I then take all the hair off the barrel containing the curl, grabbing the curl with both fingers and continuing to twist at the top, and then when I get to my root, once I get to my root, let me come in so you can actually see, I twist it up like that to the inside. So it's like that, it's now like that. This is the bit that I now pin. Like so. And then we end up looking like a founding father. And then same again. Taking the hair off, capturing it, twisting upwards, taking hair out of face, and then securing with a pin. Like so. I'm just going to continue doing the rest of that throughout my head, and then I'll be straight back. So just quickly for the last curl, if you accidentally drop it or it falls out, this is then how you go about pinning it. So you want to pick it up. So you want to pick it up with one hand and then get 2 fingers to the side, pop it in the middle, and then wrap the hair around these 2 fingers, capturing it then with this hand, if that makes sense. And then between both hands rolling it up until you get to the root again, and then twist. And ta-da! A lot of people hairspray at this point. I don't, because I like to see how my hair is once I've taken it down. If there's one curl that's thicker than another, one's not sitting right, at least then I have the room and the flexibility to play with it, if that makes sense. So I hairspray right at the very end. Also, you don't actually need an Airwrap or anything similar to do this. The same pinning technique will work with just your regular curlers, or if you're curling with straighteners, etc, etc. Pretty! Even prettier! So that is all I do with the front bit, but obviously I now have to do my makeup, so I just move it to the back whilst also trying to keep the volume at the front, and I've got the 2 little end pieces that I then clip onto the crown of my head. And usually as well, once I take my hair down, I will re-fluff up the front of my head with this. But anyway, it is now time for makeup. My hair now just needs to set. So for my face today, because it's a little bit more of a festive evening, I'm going to start with my eyes. So I've got the NARS Pot Concealer and a big fluffy brush. And I'm just going to go over my eyelid first. And eyeshadow palette, of course, is the Patrick Tar Major Dimensions. It is just beautiful. I mean, look at the shades. Oh, gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Now, the benefit to doing your eyeshadow first is you can be messy outside of the lines and clear it up. The negative to doing your eyeshadow first is you look like a total crazy person just having eyes on. I'm also really not a pro at eyeshadow. I just have a play and hope for the best. a little wipe upwards, and eyeshadow is done. So I have this incredibly sharp-edged angle brush, and I then take the darkest shade in my eyeshadow palette, press it in, and then I use this on my upper lashes. I try to keep this line super thin, but if you're not very good with liquid eyeliner or any eyeliner, this is the best way for fault-proof or foolproof eyeliner. The benefit of using eyeshadow for this is if you go wrong, you can just blend it out. If you're not new to my channel, you will know that the Victoria Beckham eyeliner in shade Cocoa is the best thing since sliced bread and my favourite makeup product of all time. So I use this on my lower lashes. And I use it super sparingly because it has a smudge and the other side. And having less product gives me more flexibility to smudge around and sort of get messy with it. I also don't ever go into my waterline because I feel like it makes my eyes look smaller, whereas I quite like my eyes to look bigger. For mascara, I'm a through and through Sweet Beauty Cloud mascara girly. It's just best. Because I'm running out of time, I'm going to speed through doing my base makeup, but everything will be linked in the description box just so you know what I've used. Okay, so I've just super quickly rushed through my base and I just wanted to show you this new pencil of mine for my eyebrows. It's the e.l.f. one, so it's a drugstore product, it's really affordable. This is the best thing ever. I still do rant and rave about the Refi one. I love it because it's skinny. This is quite fat-ended, so it gives a really nice sort of smudgy, very natural but full eyebrow effect, and I am just obsessed with it. I haven't stopped using it since I've got it, and I actually bought it to keep in sort of like a everyday chuck in a handbag sort of product, but it's made its way into my every single day like luxury products, basically, like the best of the best, and I'm obsessed with it. I use the shade Taupe and I cannot recommend it highly enough. Final step. This is the perfect pinky nude. I'm going to leave it linked. It is just the best colour ever, and then topped off with a little bit of Dior lip gloss. This is a sparkly one. And my makeup is never finished without a good dosing of setting spray. Definitely just went in my eye. Makeup is done. Now let's take out the hair, and other than getting dressed, I am ready to go. Ooh, she's a bouncy one. Okay, so hair is out. I just go through with my fingers first, just to break all the colours up, and then at this point is when I introduce some hairspray. I use the Elnet one with the argan oil included. I find it less crispy. Do it behind my head, otherwise my neck gets spots on it. Brushing everything through. And that is how I get my super bouncy blow dry. Are we obsessed, or are we obsessed? This suit is just phenomenal. Tonight's outfit, oh my goodness. So it's a two-piece, very sparkly suit from Karen Millen, and there is actually a third button on the gilet, but I really like the two-button look actually. I think I prefer it. And then on the side of the trousers there is like a satin piping detail going down the leg as well, which is just gorgeous. But the sparkle and the lighting in this room isn't doing it justice. When there's actual lighting hitting this, it is insane. The fit is amazing. I've gone true to size and I will leave it linked in the description box. But it's the kind of outfit that I could wear this with jeans, and I could wear this with a black cashmere jumper or a black bodysuit. You can wear the two separately and together, which I absolutely loved, because then you get to make the most out of the clothing items that you're buying. But I am just so obsessed with this. Good morning everybody. I've just pulled up at the horses. I've got the doggies in the back and we are going to ride Ringo this morning and walk the doggies. The ivy last night was amazing. As per usual though, I was having such a good time. I didn't actually film anything other than a couple of Instagram stories, which I will insert now.
feel like I look super tired. I only had 1, maybe 2 drinks last night, so I'm not feeling hungover in any way, just really tired. I got into bed at about 1:30, 2 o'clock this morning, so my feet hurt, they're covered in blisters, my eyes are aching. I'm very looking forward to going to bed this evening. It really was so much fun. But anyway, time to go out into the cold at the horses. I've just had to stop into Tesco on my way to get dinner for this evening, which we're cooking together. I say cooking, is kind of making this evening as opposed to cooking, but I'll tell you all about that this evening. But whilst in Tesco, obviously had to get Ringo some carrots as well. So anyway, let's go see Dingo.
It is absolutely freezing today. I'm having to put gloves on just to brush his mane, which is an absolute mess. I usually plait his mane over to ride just to keep it tidy, and then I take it out afterwards, and obviously last time I forgot, and we've had a rub and the plaits are just in all areas, aren't we? We're looking a little bit like a scarecrow. A little bit. I've missed you this week. Yeah. Missed you. The bestest boy in the world. Snobbery lips now. You got lipstick on you, yes. This horse is 18 in a couple of months' time, and he still gets all the way around for his itches. Honestly, the positions he gets into for a scratch are very, very impressive. I'm not sure where to start, but I think the best place is just taking out the plaits first. He's so itchy. What do you mean? What have you done that for? Oh, thank you. Now to plait it all back in again, so it's all tidy. It is every time I ride, which I know is quite silly because I'm only going to take them straight back out again, but otherwise his mane just goes in all directions. Apparently we're now going for our first hack here, so it's all going to happen on today's video. Whether I make it to Vlogmas Day 3, we'll soon find out. It's very sticky as well. Yes!
Thank you, Scarlet.
That's okay, you're welcome. Thank you very much. Ready to get tapped up then? Yeah. Kind of really nervous right now. I haven't been on a hack in a very long time, and especially not here, and I think we've got to walk past other horses and fields, so it could be a little bit entertaining today, couldn't it, hey? Come here then, check in. I think today's the kind of day where we plait him into his bridle and it doesn't fall off. Okay. I'm such a chicken. Honestly, I'm pathetic. I'm riding a 13-2 pony. Yeah, let's not kill the camera. Gonna look after our mummy today. You sure? You're gonna put all this away now? What are you doing? Annoying. That's really annoying, by the way. It is. Right, take that out so you can do a little bit more. Okay, helmet on, and we are good to go. I've not been out in this field yet today either. Okay, right. Let's go for a hack. Trotting to the arena. This is just what I want before I go on a hack. Lovely jubbly. Oh. Dingy, we're gonna get on inside and have a quick trot round in the outdoor, I think, and then, oh. I think once he's actually out, he'll be fine. It's just the initial, you're going up there in a second, come on. Oh God, here we go, it starts. Well, we had a rodeo before going out, so we've had to come in for a quick trot round, and now we're going for round 2. So there might not be any filming on the hack because I think I'm gonna need all hands, all legs and everything on deck. fastest boy deserves at least 10 carrots now. Wow. Not a bad carrot. Yes, you could bite it. You can't have the whole thing. He was such a good boy. Nearly wasn't. Nearly had me off, didn't we? Yes. I did a little rodeo at the start, and then it was an angel. Bite it. That's not good for this guy. You enjoyed that. Oh, so much. Here you go. Not the best time ever. It was. Wow. I'll sort your mane out. Nice. Eat that bit first. Okay, I'll have some more in a minute. I'm going to try and sort his mane out. Well, Dingo's done. He's just been turned out in his field, and I've just got the doggies out the car, and we're going to walk around a smaller area of the hacking here. It is just incredible. We must have walked around, I think, about 80 acres. Dingo was actually quite tired, I think, by the time he got back, but the doggies can have a good leg stretch and run around. They love it coming up here, so everything is super, super happy, and I survived! Bridget has just rolled in something that's here. Every time, I swear it's every day, she is rolling in something horrible. What are we covered in today? Is that mud or is it poo? I think it might just be mud. I don't know. She's so mean to me, isn't she? Every day she's doing something naughty. Come on, Maggie, you'd never do that, would you, baby? Just for context, I've just got home and had a shower, and I've literally only undone the box of the new Pets at Home delivery. I've not undone anything. I've not given any doggy anything yet, and look. Maggie, what have you got? What is this then? Where did you find it? We're excusing the state of me this evening. Maggie, go on then. I was going to share with you everything that was in my Pets at Home delivery, but I have had to hide everything pre-Christmas because there's many a Christmas present inside for the doggies. I was actually going to give them these today though, funnily enough. They're going to last about 10 seconds, but they're a little Christmas donut and they squeak. Welcome back to the kitchen. We're excusing how tired I look, and any sort of oil marks on me, I've just absolutely smothered my body in oil and it's transferred onto my PJs, which is just lovely. But I am making the very famous prawn cocktail this evening for myself for dinner. However much of an easy recipe it is, I thought I would share it with you guys today just to show you how easy it is. It's the perfect Christmas Day starter, my favourite Christmas Day starter, but also if you're hosting this December as well, it's something that's simple to pop together, and or if you just want something that seems festive but is still a little bit healthier to having sort of proper wholesome comfort food all the time. It's a really nice sort of girl dinner. It's a really nice girl dinner or family dinner just to have like a bit of a Christmassy salad, if that makes sense. So that's recipe one of this evening, and then we're also making Oreo truffles as well, which is super simple. But we're going to do the prawn cocktail first, and then going to eat that, and then we'll come back and do the truffles a little bit later on this evening. Just beginning by frying up my prawns. I've got some butter in there with some garlic granules. You can of course already buy ready cooked prawns. I just personally really like to cook them myself. And once they're cooked, I'm just going to add them to a bowl of ice and water. Into a separate bowl, we're going to be adding equal measures of ketchup, mayonnaise, of which I've used 1.5 tablespoons of each, but I'm only serving for one. A little squeeze of lemon, and a little shake of Worcester sauce. Now this really depends on how much you like Worcester sauce as to how much you pop in. And now my sauce is ready. So with a prawn cocktail, you can go as fancy as you like, but I tend to go with a little gem lettuce, and I use a big plate and I put my leaves in a little wreath almost. Now you don't have to do this next part, but I love avocado, so I always love to add it. Then add your prawns now they're nice and chilled. Just drizzle my sauce all over the top. Optional to add a little black pepper. Super simple, super healthy, perfect for guests, perfect for Christmas starters, perfect just for a healthy weeknight dinner, which still gives festive vibes. Thank you guys so much for watching Vlogmas Day 2. I hope you love this video so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new and if you enjoyed this video, and I so hope to see you for Vlogmas Day 3.